sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the veteran Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers as they take on the 11-year man Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
Time with Johnson, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, there isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, 6-round picks, they don't normally step in and start on day one, that's for sure. But over the years, we've had some big names from that spot.
And obviously, Tom Brady, the biggest name of all, is a 6th-rounder, but there have been others. Antonio Brown, who's played some of the best receiver in the game. Alfred Morris. And I can tell you a quick one on Alfred Morris. When he came out of college and had the big rookie year, I went back to a lot of my scouting buddies and took my book with me and said, okay, what did you guys have him listed coming out of school? I couldn't find anyone who had better than a 6th-round grade on him. Most had 7th round and a good number, undrafted free agent, so you never know what you're going to get.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, obviously a great start to the season, doing it in Week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
But you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Johnson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. Rivers throws there, complete to Allen. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. On third down, Rivers. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rivers, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Johnson. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 44, Rivers complete. Hunter Henry with a grab.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. Rivers now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Hey, Rocket. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Bravo.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Will Harris there to make the play. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, this phase is not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with...
Mike, stay there. Stay there. 180. Hey, let's go. I got you.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30.
Done. 380. Keep it skinny. Here we go. Slam. 300.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, it's Johnson. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. His
Set, 180. Hey, 25 for Mike. We go 25.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
Second 90. Black 15.
Crunch time, defense.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Black 11.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Don't be scared of it. White.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
White. Hey, White, 89.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there.
Bring it.
All right, block the team.
All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Finding room to the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end.
Reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra.
Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
36.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Rivers. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. On the toss, here's Johnson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Johnson running right. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that... They did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.